Hey, want to have a random discussion since it is raining?
Okay, sure. What about?
Well, first let's discuss the expected changes in biodiversity as the stages of succession progress as shown in the diagram we just looked at.
Why? Well, I guess.
Okay, I'll start. Obviously, as the stages change in the environment shown, there are gonna be different types of life, right? For instance, when the annual plants are beginning to develop into the perennial plants and shrubs, they are encouraging biodiversity. The organisms in them are part of primary succession, preparing the area for other organisms later. By the time the annual plants develop into the hardwood trees of a full-fledged forest, there will be layers of diversity for organisms and plants alike. Now, instead of just squirrels and rabbits, there can be animals to eat the squirrels and rabbits.
Wow, 'cause rabbits love to be eaten, right? I guess it makes sense though. Okay, give me a question.
Describe and explain 3 changes in abiotic conditions over time that led to the succession, as shown in the diagram.
Gotcha. Number 1, there'd be more nitrogen and phosphorus for the ecosystem because of decomposition, which helps plants who need more of both elements to develop.
Okay. Number 2?
Because of shading, there'd be a decrease in temperature and how much light gets to the ground too. And just like with nitrogen and phosphorus favor certain plants, this favors plants who don't need as much light and heat to survive.
Great. One more?
There would also be more water in the soil to be available for plants. Because of shading, there'd be less evaporation, which lets the soil have more water, right?
Amazing. My turn. Ask me a question.
Okay. For each of the following disturbances, discuss the immediate and long-term effects on ecosystem succession. What if a volcano erupts, covering a 10 square kilometer portion of a mature forest with lava?
Well, the volcano eruption would have to be primary succession, because the lava would burn everything in its path and there would be no soil left. But after a while, microorganisms would form soil, and there'd be a lot of light for new plants to grow.
Okay, well, what if the 10 square kilometer portion of a mature forest is clear-cut?
Then that's secondary succession, because it happened in a mature environment. And when it happens, not everything is destroyed like with the lava. It will destroy some habitats, but create others. Eventually though, erosion can possibly happen, and for any small plants that will grow back, they will have a lot of light. Am I right?
Of course you are, sis. But I have another task for you. Discuss the differences in plant diversity and explain how the changes affect the animal species composition.
Easy. As the picture undergoes succession, they give rise to larger, more complex gymnosperms and angiosperms. This provides a canopy-type layer that more animals can live in. For instance, like one of us said earlier, rabbits and squirrels are great for the annual plants and shrubs, but as there is more room for smaller animals, larger animals naturally come in to consume them. So in theory, the initial organisms are making the environment less suitable for themselves, and allowing for greater animal diversity to occur. This creates not only a few prey and predators, but eventually a full-fledged food web.
Good job, sis. We were smart, huh?
Thank you, thank you. And of course, not everybody has a wonderful teacher like we do. Bro.
That's true. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later. Now get out of my room.
Whatever. Later.